See, this is nice. This is what I've always wanted.
You touching my leg.
You've always secretly wanted me this close to you.
What? No.
What's happening, party people? Welcome to Punchboard Party. My name is Daniel.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Father Greg.
And the three of us are together on the same video for the first time. The whole Punchboard Party team is here, and we are excited to do some videos for you. So we got a couple of things going on in our lives. My mom is pretty sick. She just had hip surgery. She's been struggling with dementia, and so that's been getting worse. So I'm just on a whim going back home to Halifax to visit her right away. And then Sarah and I had a vacation planned anyway. So we're gonna be away from our little studio here for about a month. So we're kind of pre-recording this so that you can have some video content to enjoy over the month of July. So thank you, Father Greg, for coming just sort of in the middle of the day so we can record together. Thank you, Sarah, for having the idea to do it. Today, we are talking about our top 3 games to bring on vacation. Since we're kind of in vacation mode ourselves, we're going to talk about vacation games. Sarah, what's kind of your criteria for this list?
Definitely something that's easy to pack. I've always prided myself on being a light packer.
No comment.
Just a game that's accessible to a wider audience, since not everyone in our families or friend circles plays games often. Just
Awesome, Father Greg.
So along those lines, I have something that's like fairly easygoing, something I can introduce to most people. So, probably, Arc Nova and Brass Birmingham, are going to be on this list. Something that is, I think has like a high degree of player interaction. I want to, if I'm seeing friends on vacation, I want to actually spend time with them. So I want a game that's going to foster that spending of times. And then generally speaking, probably games that function a bit better at a higher player count.
Right. So this list is going to reveal my own selfishness, because as I put together vacation games, I'm looking at how can I account for those dynamics of friends and family, of how often I actually get to play, of being, social about things. How can I get as close to that while still sticking with games that I enjoy as much as possible too? So that's my, every time I go on vacation, that's my puzzle that I'm trying to figure out. Is
right.
How can I get as close to that awareness as I can without sacrificing my wants and needs?
Sure.
All right, so without any further ado, Father Greg, what is your first pick for vacation game?
So I think I mentioned this in our top 100, but this is kind of my go-to game if I'm going to a large group that's actually a game, there's a good game under the hood, and that's Libertalia.
Whoa!
So, Libertalia is a game I'll often pack if I'm going, because it can go up to 6 players, and yet it's a game. It's not a party game. It's not it is a game if you do have some people at the table who are willing to kind of put a little bit of investment in. It's not overly complex. There's a good degree of player interaction. There's a good degree of a little bit of take that, a little bit of sort of planning around what other people are doing. It's not overly mean. There's a little bit of take that, but you can kind of modulate that so you don't get Aunt yelling at you or something like that.
But Grandma's not playing this game.
No. It's not you're not. No, of course not. But it's it's not that complex. If I'm playing with friends, if I'm gathering with friends, Libertalia.
Yes, and it kind of has that pirate theme that works for kind of summer holidays. You can get
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's not an offensive theme. It's not it's not like a lot of games. I'm not going to take Blood Rage, to
Right.
a family thing. But Pirates is fine.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so my first pick for vacation game is Llama. It's actually right here. So Llama is my first pick. That was not intentional. I get the privilege of having to be able to show my game. So Llama is my first pick. This is the total lowest bar, easy access. Play 6 players, easy for anyone to play. Not like Libertalia craziness over here. This is anybody can play this game. It'll be intuitive for people who play card games regularly. And so I'm thinking about I'm going to be staying with my aunt. Her and I, we could spend a half hour just playing a couple games of Llama. She'd totally get into it, totally be able to catch on and play it. So this is my if I'm in the airport and there seems to be a couple people that look bored too, I can be hey, do you want to play a game of Llama?
he's actually done that in an airport.
Seriously?
Yeah, but
Ooh, a
with-
total random stranger.
Yeah, Stone Age.
Yeah.
What?
We played Stone Age in an airport waiting for our flight with a total stranger.
I was a little embarrassed. Just for the record.
So it's not a short game.
No.
We did
How
not
long
finish.
of a layover did you have?
We did not finish.
But yeah, he
Wow.
just walked up to him like, "Hey, want to play a board game with me?"
But Llama, you could actually do that with and not be as weird. It's not like pulling
be
out
a
like
little
1,500
weird.
people.
I'm just saying, I
Anyway, so Llama is my choice of game for just low bar. I'm playing this anywhere, everywhere, with whoever. Sarah?
mean, okay, I was actually gonna pick Llama as
Great.
my first game. So if you're packing it, I'll pick something else. Okay, so a game that I would take on vacation this summer is Cartographers.
Oh.
Yeah, I just thought of it now when I looked at it on the shelf. It's this nice small box. I don't think it has a high. Does it have a high player count?
It plays as many as you want. You just need
Yeah.
enough pencils.
Yeah. So play it at a golf course.
Going up to guys on the T-Box, hey, do you want to play Cartographers with me?
This is the best vacation ever. So good.
So yeah, Cartographers. I really like it. I think it's easy to introduce to people, I would say. And yeah, it has a high player count, which I didn't even know. Easy to pack and a nice fun little game. Yeah, I could see myself playing it with like my brother or some of my brothers. Hopefully.
I'll have to bring it along.
Yeah.
Okay, Father Greg, what's next?
Cool. Well, next up is a game that's a little different, just a little bit of something different, kind of ease yourself into the mix, and that would be Letter Jam.
Oh.
So Letter Jam, yeah, Libertalia is kind of like my strategic game of
Right.
choice. But then if you're dealing with especially family or something, maybe you have some family that enjoy good word games. They like to kind of put things together. It's also cooperative, so there's an element of like if you're around a bunch of family members who maybe or friends who are like new to board gaming or don't want to be like you don't want to start off on a bad note and have like
Yeah.
the rest of your 3 days with your family ruined because
Because you
you
played
stabbed
Scythe.
them in the back on the first night. So cooperative games might be a kind of nice way to ease into the vacation. And so Letter Jam, yeah, just kind of cooperatively solving word games.
Yeah,
Just
that
a
that
nice
sounds
little-
really accessible to a lot of people, Because like Scrabble, Lair Jam, let's go.
Yeah.
Wordle. Everyone loves Wordle.
And everyone
That's
loves
true.
Wordle,
And they're 5-letter words, so it's like
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's right into the Wordle craze. You got somebody playing Wordle, just like put Letter Jam in front of them.
Yeah,
Be able to catch
that
on
sounds
to that.
great. Okay, my next game. So this is the kind of like this is a kind of short play time, but a fairly kind of strategic experience in the game. But you can kind of simple rule set. This is The King is Dead. So I think The King is Dead would be great to get a few people around the table, maybe who are willing to put in a little bit more investment into learning new rules to games, but they're not going to be there forever. So if they don't like the experience, it's not going to be like they're stuck in a 2-hour game experience. It's just going to be half hour, 45 minutes, they'll be out of there. This also has a lot of things that would be familiar to people who had played Risk growing up or these kinds of things. Like area control. Like that concept is something that a lot of people can get fairly easily. And it's a neat way of doing it, and it's a really cool kind of... You're going to play up to 8 cards. That's going to be your whole game. You're just going to play up to 8 cards, and you can kind of fake us out by choosing not to play a card and kind of bluff and things. And there's a lot for a new player to kind of get into. I wouldn't say it's an entry-level game, but you can kind of massage it to be that. So this would be me being like, hey, I want to play a chunkier game, but I don't want to kind of impose too much on people. Let's try this out. So that's The King is Dead. That's me really trying to sneak out my own kind of thrills while I'm playing games with people during a vacation.
Okay, my second game is Tiny Towns.
Perfect.
Yeah, maybe because it has tiny in the title, I thought it would fit in my suitcase.
It's a normal size box.
Yeah, I guess I was just trying to think of, I wanted to have one kind of heavier game in the mix. I know it's not heavy, but like most of the games I was gravitating towards were card games. So I thought this was a cool board game that I wouldn't get tired of playing. But again, everyone that we've been introducing it to has liked it. Not necessarily, they haven't necessarily gotten it on the very first playthrough, some people, but then they want to replay it. And yeah, so again, I think my family or lots of people that we'd be visiting would enjoy it. And all 3 of us had it on our top 10 list. So Yeah, solid game.
For sure. It's a great game to introduce to new people.
And you can play this with 100 people too.
Yeah.
You just need
Well.
$100.
That's it.
I don't know how many friends you think I have.
These are big vacations we're going on here.
Yeah.
Cool. So my last one is, I said maybe you didn't want to start with a harsh game, that involve like a lot of conflict. But if you do, if you've got friends that are like, just a little bit more into like having a little bit of, you want to create an experience. For me, that game is The Resistance.
Okay.
So if I want to create like a memorable experience that years later they'll be like, do you remember when we played that game where like we were all, yelling at each other and like spies and try to like determine who each other was? Like Resistance just does that for me. There's plenty of other social deduction games. You could put another one in here. I just find like those type of games work really well for this type of environment. For like, family, friends, a high degree of sociability, a lot of player interaction. A lot of like talking and like whether good or bad emotions around the table. There's lots happening around the table. For me, those three are kind of. If I bring those three, I'm confident I can play whatever. I can suit whatever need arises.
Yes.
It's like if there's a lot of cooperative people. Okay, we'll pull out Letter Jam. If people are more interested in like conflict, let's pull out The Resistance.
My last pick. So this is whenever I go on vacation, I try and bring a game that's just like the hot game for me, the game that I'm just wanting to play all the time, the game that I'm the most into, just in case all the stars align and everything works out that I'm able to get it to the table, I get it to the table. So it's not easy to pack, but I'm bringing Ankh.
Okay.
Oh my god!
I'm bringing Ankh. I'm cramming that into my backpack somehow.
You didn't bring any shirts, but
And if there are 5 people who are willing to play an area control war game about Egyptian gods with giant miniatures, I bring this out and I'm saying, have I got the game for you? Because the thing is when I go on vacation, I'm not just playing games with my family, I also have gamer friends where I usually vacation.
you can totally get it played, but it's like literally the biggest box in our collection.
Yeah, what are you thinking? Like, I guarantee you, if you ever actually take this game on vacation, like I will give you $10.
Unfortunately, it's not going to happen this trip because we picked a lot of cheap flights with a cheap airline, and they get you to pay for every additional carry-on.
You're gonna need more than $10 to upgrade your luggage.
Yeah. If you give me $50, I can do it because that's how much a carry-on costs.
Oh man.
But yeah, so that would be the game I'm bringing to like. Ooh, I hope we get to play this.
You could also just like buy a trench coat and like put all the giant minis in pockets.
Hey, want to play a game?
Oh dear lord.
That's way worse.
Now he's gonna be approaching people up in the airport.
Wow.
Okay, so Sarah, bring us home.
With something sensible.
Yeah, it is. It's sensible. The last game that I would take on summer vacation this year is The Fox in the Forest. And I chose it for sentimental reasons. I mentioned before that it reminds me of a card game we used to play as like growing up in my extended family. So Daniel actually taught my dad how to play it when my dad was here, but it was just a short visit. I think you only played it once. Yeah, it's only a 2-player, but I'd love to spend some time playing it with my dad or anyone else who. And yeah, I just think the teaching would be simple because a lot of people in my family already know how to play euchre, which is similar.
Yeah, your dad really liked it. He really got into it. Like we were raring up to play a couple more games in a row, but just things got busy.
Yeah, so a really nice little card game. Again, easy to pack.
Awesome. Sure. So, party people, those are our top 3 each games to bring on vacation. Criticize our list. Let us know why we're wrong, why we're crazy.
Who do you want to go to vacation with?
Yeah. Who do you want to go on vacation with the most? And let us know what your vacation games are down below. Let us know what your vacation plans are this summer.
Yeah.
Not that we'll join you, but just let us know.
Yeah, we hope you're having a great summer wherever you are, and hope you get to see people that you love.
So that's our list, party people. And until next time,
Have
the best
day.